case you're wondering what's happening on today's episode, I'm a marriage auntie error. Soft life error. Coupled with a little Gen Z. I don't know what's happening. See, I'm trying to be serious, but Puma is doing something. I can't say her, but I know.
You can never see me. But I know you go to call with the glassy skunk that you put on, you can never see me. I'm not sure you can see a lot of things. So, Kenny, what happened to you? Shit. Let's begin today's episode. You are all welcome, ladies and gentlemen, co-debaters, panel of judges, and everybody watching. Welcome to Flow with KB episode number, whatever you see on the screen when you put the number of the episode. Yes. Sister Koforola Toriola, because this is Sister Koforola Toriola, you are quite mannerly dressed, not mannerlessly dressed today. Bolonlo, where are you going?
I almost used the F word. Like, what is this payment about? Are you trying to tell me that
you are very well put together?
On a normal day, I dress like
is this one batik or adire?
It looks like batik.
It's a batik actually. It's nice. It suits you. You could have rich auntie vibes in your jeans normally, so it goes.
But I need it to match my reality, Lord. I need it to match. I don't want to be doing in your jeans before you look. I don't want to only look rich. I want to be rich.
Hey, no, stop that. You don't want to be rich. You want to be wealthy.
I want to be with everything wealthy. Don't you know my name, Koforola? I don't use money to buy wealth.
Oh God.
I attract wealth everywhere I look.
Okay, so this is.
They will shut you off. That's why my money has to come. If I had money now, but my not telling me okay like this.
Let me tell you, about the president. If you become the president of the USA,
thank God
I'm one of your see-finish people in this life.
Thank God is on air, so
forever and ever. No matter where you reach in this life, I'm not even if protocol is standing beside me. Like, get on my side. Do you know where we are coming from together?
Google knows on YouTube.
Exactly.
On YouTube.
You now want to block me from access because she are big. Anywhere in this life, way back where, overall, baby. What's up? Alright, and with that we're diving right into the episode of today. On this topic, Kofo has said, as usual. But you're gonna start. I'm gonna find like I don't have much to say. And then 1 hour later, we're still here because she has a lot to say, as usual. Today's topic is safety nets.
Okay.
And I know that a lot of people I feel like some people have heard it but not really know the meaning of it. Mm-hmm. Some people know the meaning of it but maybe not in depth. You know how you can know about something but not know it. You like hear like, okay, it's the same way I felt about situationship. I'm like, I've heard it so much, but what the heck does that even mean? Until we spoke exactly, not entirely. We spoke about it. What is your problem with dragging me? Like, what is your actual issue in life?
I don't have.
It's you that is you are not the entire situationship now. How you find yourself the boss to what transportation did you enter to reach?
I will get you. I will find this girl and I'll show her.
Oh goodness! But actually, that even goes with like safety nets. So, with safety nets, what I'm finding out is that in every relationship in life, I used to think it was just relationships as per man and woman, romantic relationships, but apparently, every kind of relationship has safety nets. There are people who actually have safety nets, and there's this side of it and then there's the other side of it. So the side of it that caught my attention is with people, and this is something that is so controversial because people always have so much to say concerning this aspect of safety net, and it's the aspect where you're committed to a person, but you have somebody else in case your commitment does not work. You don't look me. That's a thing. I don't know why that one is coughing in the background. Oh dear.
Do you know what I'm looking at? I think what I'm looking at you more is me. When I think safety net, all I think about is money.
Look at that.
No, like that's what
why I said there are two sides to it.
Is it our focus are very different? What's doing me? It's not what's doing me.
It's not what's doing me, but it's what's around in the world. But there's also that aspect. So that's why I said there are different aspects of safety nets. There are people who have safety nets by category. There are people who have safety nets based on relationship. Yeah, you know the way you said money now. There are people who would be in certain relationships, not just like friends who have turned friendship to like transactional. Like I'm friend with this person because they have money. It's safe for me to be their friend. Why? Certain needs will be met. If I ever come and cry to you,
you know, that's tricky. Sorry.
Okay.
Because
in what way?
You know, because I don't know that you can use your friend because your friend has money and that can be your safety net because it's not guaranteed. I think more
that's
often,
for you. That's for you.
Maybe because more often than not, I think safety net is almost so. When you tell me, because when I hear safety net, I think in terms of money, I think about it as, oh, my dad has money, that's my safety net, so it's a cushion for me to do whatever I want to do because I know that I have a fallback. Maybe my husband has money or someone's wife has money, and that creates a safety net. Like some people, even some writers, they can tell you they can travel to one country for 6 months.
Yeah.
The safety net may never be those around them. It may be that even themselves, you can have your safety net. Maybe you've worked for a while and you've amassed a certain amount of money, and you're like, okay, I think I have safety net to decide that I want to explore. I want to travel for the next 1 year.
Yeah.
So I'm shocked. I'm legit, genuinely shocked.
Oh, wow.
That people are being friends.
Yeah.
With people because of, you know, they think it's a safety net.
Yeah.
I will not say I'm shocked at the relationship part because I know that we've called it a lot of other names other than safety nets, to be honest. And I think we even spoke about it in one of our early, in season 1.
We touched on it.
Yeah, somebody wanted to be in quotes my safety net.
Hey, God. Voluntary safety net.
We fell.
You don't want?
I beg.
You see, this is why we tell you guys that you have to go back to our season 1 episodes because you're not getting the gist, and I'm not going to give it to you. But just so that there was a man willing to be on the altar of sacrifice for Koforola, saying to Kofo, "Use me, I'm available." Lord Koforola Duchess. Don't do that. Don't do it. Stop yourself. I will beat you. Do it. Yeah. So I mean, it's just like you said, there's this other aspect of saying, oh, in life generally, sometimes I'm my own safety net where I feel like I can fall back on myself, I can bank on myself. I might not necessarily be able to bank on other people or other things around me, but I know that when push comes to shove, I can do what needs to be done. I can push myself, which is in my mind, which is why I said there's like the downside and then there's the upside.
Sorry, I feel like I want to Google the meaning
of I did before coming I do write it back down, but have fun.
Oh, then they read it now.
By the way, no, I will not take your glory from you. You are the one that do like to research things and
in almost all our episodes, you're actually the one that has been that what? Googles and checks.
You taught me, now I'm learning. When the student becomes a pro.
So it's okay. So I think the one that really applies to us is
applies to us.
Applies to this episode.
Oh, okay.
Which one is you and me?
More now.
So according to the dictionary, I just googled first page. Just so you know, it's a safety net is a safeguard against possible hardship or adversity.
Oh shit.
So now knowing that you have a friend, and that I'm sorry, like for lack of a better word, it's busting my brain. Like you are my friendship. See, you're my friendship. You decide to be my friend because you want to use me to guard against possible. You know, now thinking actually.
I'm telling you that
no. So thinking about it now.
Hold on. So it's like this definition you just read now. That's what it should be. But that's not what it is. That's the point I'm trying to make.
But even is at what it should be. And I remember that when we were in law school, I was sleeping on a bicycle. So apparently some people were forming alliances and certain friendships because maybe your uncle owns a very big law firm or the person was well placed and you know like if I gone body enough, and people got jobs that way. So maybe now that I'm marrying the definition with some experiences, I can now see how that is possible. But again, you know, I always ask these questions. And I know there has to be, what motivated you? What happened like that made you? Because you're the one like, oh, this safety. So something must have.
I don't understand. How was it? Was it me?
It was you.
Was it me that
brought this? You. What motivated the topic?
It was me. I just think I remember. You know, sometimes we have these discussions about topics like months before we actually record them. I think we need to put like pinpoints down when we pick the topics.
As for why?
Yeah, as for what brought it up.
Let's forget and now dig deep
my
into
dear,
your wealth.
My little therapist Kofo, dig deep now. Well of salvation, I want to draw out. I don't have a personal
I don't. Sorry,
experience.
excuse me. Did you guys hear that? It was per. I thought that per the other time.
Oh
It was
my
per.
god.
Per.
Guys, help, please. Hello guys. Public service announcement. Who need podcast partner or who wants to be my partner to read this one? It looks like we are done. This pausing. It don't look like we can continue this relationship any longer. Okay, so safety net. I think I'm not sure, but I think that what prompted this discussion was the day we were talking about different topics and we touched on relationships, we touched on, and I just remembered that there were let me use one of them. There was, I don't know if I would really call her a friend, more like somebody I know, and we were talking in a gathering, and she had said that at the time when her guy broke up with her, please mind you that this was a serious relationship where they were engaged to be married, right? They had done introduction, and the guy wakes up one day and he's like, not interested any longer. No reasons, blocked everybody out. So a year after they meet somewhere for work, his company was trying to get a contract from her organization. And you know,
it's not Nollywood.
Not my guy. Like last Nollywood na people life. That's what I'm realizing. And this was what even started the discussion, because we're like, how did you feel? Hey, did you show your pepper? You know how ladies can be around the table, and we're all just laughing about how she's like, karma would always, you know, come back, blah 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 blah. And then I just asked her, like, so did you, like, out of curiosity, I mean, it's not a case of you've not healed, God has not helped you, you know, you've progressed in life, but just for the sake of it, did you ask again? Because I know that I would still ask, like, what exactly happened? You can't just go from 100 to 0 without an explanation. What happened? And then she said, oh yeah, because I know how to be a very curious person. She's like, oh yeah, she asked. And then he said that what he realized was that she was his safety net all along, but he did not realize it until the point that he wants to marry. Really, my headphones don't really understand such a speech. So I asked for deeper revelation because that wasn't making any sense to me.
That's my
yeah, I was struggling with, like, help it make sense.
How long were they dating for?
I didn't ask, but I mean, I'd known her for about 3 years at the time that this was happening, and they had been together the whole time that I knew her. So, if anything at all, they had been dating before I knew her.
So after months 1, month 2, month 3,
year 1,
to
year
you
2,
that
year 3.
Safety net.
He did not occur.
That guy's a bloody liar.
He did not know. And so he said that, everything. Well, bloody liar, yes, but she said it made a lot of sense because in the relationship, she really was his fallback for every and anything. So I asked, I said, did you know that you were, you know, when we love with everything. It doesn't really look like you're being a safety net to the person because you give everything. Just like, the house that they were going to.
It permits me to interject with this.
Interject, my sister.
Never in my life. Never go use my head again. I'm not joking. What you said just triggered something. So it's like
there's always trigger.
This song like a prayer.
Is a button life.
No, I'm not.
It's a button life. You just gotta know where to press.
No, because
trigger. If you want to buy that trigger, is it your press? That trigger you.
I'm just.
Never.
That's very painful.
It is. But she was like, it was a realization for her that she herself had let herself be a safety net, and I think that's when it occurred to me that it's very possible that if you're not a very intentional and careful person, you can begin to use the people around you as safety nets for so many things in a way that they can't use you. So what we talking that they just, ladies, because it was a prayer meeting actually, so we're just talking afterwards about how God will open your eyes to certain patterns and all that. And what we realized that day is love is transactional at the end of the day. Where it becomes dicey, love in any form, whether it's father to mother, daughter to friend, colleague, where it becomes toxic or bad or not so great is when it feels like I'm the one who's on the giving end of the transaction but never on the receiving end of the transaction.
So are you saying, just hearing what you're saying, so are you saying that if you're in a relationship
of any sort
and it looks like you find yourself being the one that, because I'm trying to reconcile or even the difference between like being a safety net and being that dependable person.
Great.
Like
so
at what point
dependence
do
should
you
be both ways. I should
so
be.
to lean
So
on,
for example,
sorry, it just reminds me of this thing. Lean on me, no means to make you press me back.
Exactly.
Oh.
So if I'm leaning on you, right? It's like how the Bible says my burden is easy. No me say body no day. Just talk say go day easy. Yes, now you're go day light. No be say no go day. Meaning it's not possible for me not to be uncomfortable in a relationship. For example, the sacrifices that we make in our personal lives for Flow with KB to work. There are days where we would unconsciously or not intentionally, make the other person feel like this person doesn't take it as seriously. But again, you trust that my heart is in this at the same level that your heart is in it. So even when we cross paths or clash, I know that it's not a case of Kofo is taking it for granted because she can, or Boma is taking it for granted because she can. Sure.
Okay, but
I think for me, it's the idea of one person being a safety net for the other person entirely.
But if my father was alive, my father was my safety net, that's fine, Sha.
But guess what? You're doing your part.
I'm in school, I'm reading my
exactly
book, I'm
now,
being a good shy.
Thank you very much. Which means he doesn't feel like he's doing much. It's like Kofo is returns is showing.
The return on investment.
Yeah, because your life is actually progressive. You are doing the things you're supposed to do, and at some point you begin to desire more for yourself. Beyond what they give
so
you.
I want to move the conversation a bit to what my own idea of safety nets, right? And this topic just brings to mind, I don't know if you read the Zikoko Naira Life the episode. So. Okay. Summary. So Zikoko has this thing they do every Monday where they do like a spotlight on how people's relationship with money. So they ask questions like, how you make your money, etc. So Nigerians really love grass to grave stories. So those are the stories that people now we. But the last episode that was extremely controversial.
Okay.
Was a 23-year-old politician's daughter that has $250,000 in trust fund, receives $800K every month from her dad. She flew, I think, 8 or 6 of her friends.
Oh God, I heard it. I heard it, but I didn't know what. Yeah.
She flew like 6 of her friends to Jamaica. She didn't want to be bored.
Yeah.
That type of person, man. I thought that is a safety net. So, and that's what I had always
She flew.
known.
Go back. We don't hear the story well.
She flew her friends to either Jamaica.
She flew them out of the country.
Yes.
All expense on her.
Yes, because she was bored. She didn't want to be alone.
Okay.
She wants to be alone. Like now, maybe as I'm going to Ibadan now, let me pay for your train.
That's what I
can afford now. Let me pay for your train.
Ibadan alone, my dear.
The story, and I remember I was discussing this with a colleague of mine, and she was like, money is really that cushion that it is, and what we call safety nets
in the grand scheme
of things. Right. So the ability, but my first if me and you really want to be going to the office every day.
Yes, love.
It's not like I don't want to take a gap year.
Yes,
I really would love a gap year where I'm traveling.
I would love a gap life
on someone else's money. But I don't have that safety net. No. I know I have to work.
Yep.
So I think really I wish maybe we even had a finance expert, but people should go and follow Money Africa. But you hear that safety net, unless you've experienced it. I know the other day we had a conversation. We met on TikTok and we're talking like children or I'm sorry, children or when I said let me even be more not their names. I mean when I say big people that own law firms, some of the biggest law firms. Their children, most of their children are not doing law. And even when they study the law, they're not practicing. Right. But they say, come to a day in my life. I go to the ponytail for so time. And just there guy.
And I'm working in your daddy's company.
I'm your dad with this salary I'm earning. I cannot be going to go and be doing ponytail. And okay, let's even forget the vanity of it. It's really the ability to explore.
Yes.
Okay, so today I say I'm a lawyer. I'm like, okay, maybe I'm not feeling in quote this law at the moment. I want to explore my passion. You know that if we had safety nets, but me and you can do this podcast full
for
time.
life.
It's because we don't have safety nets that we're still working.
We didn't have that is why
I'm doing this way. I'm supposed to be more relaxed. I think I'm doing this way just so that and by donation. And by dollars, and by euros, and by pounds.
We have all accounts, please.
We are collecting the names that have funny. But I'm just saying that. And one thing I've also found is that I think we belong to the generation where people say, "Oh, I didn't have safety net. I didn't come from money, but I want to make sure that my children have the opportunities that I did not have."
Yeah.
But my concern now is, I feel like there is no balance because everyone is now trying to be like, "Oh, I lacked this. My children must have this. I'm more than enough." We don't know when to put in discipline.
Yeah.
I've seen that happen.
Yeah, which is why we have a lot of young chaps
Gen
having
Alpha.
access. Now you sabi.
No, that's your Gen Alpha.
It's
The
not
next
X
one.
again.
No, XK.
Z, sorry. Oh, Z is where we are now. Alpha is the one coming behind, right? So it's exactly, you see some of these conversations that I'm having with nephews, nieces, cousins, because I mean I love kids. So when I have certain conversations with them, I'm like, their mindset shift already. The entitlement mentality. The idea that I should have access to this regardless of, I mean, I'm hearing kids say things like, "Daddy, you should get it now." Almost like, work your ass off to get it for me, man.
When Gen Zs are saying that, are suing their parents for birthing them, they did not ask to be born. What do you think Gen Alpha will do?
People have to specify.
Are you Gen Z?
Is Nigerian children suing their parents?
No, not Nigerian.
Not Nigerian
Yes.
children.
But-
But Nigerian children are requiring and asking for certain things that in our time we dare
They
not
not
think
born the father that
about.
born our mother.
It doesn't work.
Factory reset slash.
You know why? In our time, you were dependent solely. Now, I can go and become a YouTube influencer and begin to
making
earn money in a way that my parents have not seen. Money that my parents don't have access to. And there is a power that money gives you, whether you like it or not.
What is it? Money. Well, I know we say money stops nonsense, but money also enables.
It enables nonsense. Because I know of a family right now that is struggling because their child is an influencer in her school. And so companies are coming to these schools. She's the one helping them do ads. She's the one helping them. So they're paying her already. She's just in 200 level now. As in, they just finished 100 level. She's just entering 200 level. She entered school. She's the youngest in her class. This is a child that I backed growing up. So that you can understand, babe. She's not she's got something that will call me auntie growing up. And now she's all, I saw her over Christmas and I was just like, okay. I see what everybody's complaining about because she, when Pigeon will say she not send anybody. She's gonna wear what she wants to wear. We tell her not to go out. She's already telling her parents, what's the worst you will do? You will tell me not to come to your house. And so why? There are houses that will accept her. She can easily rent a place as she is now. But even without that, she already has friends who have houses, older friends that she has no business. Do you understand? And more necessary safety nets. The kind of safety net she should not be having. Because in my time, if you had an older friend and you tell your parents, "I'm leaving your house," your other friend will carry you back to your house. Wait, come my dear, go back to your house. It's not my house that you will stay
Even at my
inside.
big age, when I'm going to my friend's house, my mom will be like, "Who is
Exactly.
I'm going to Boma's house." Okay, she knows Boma's.
Exactly.
But if I mention a name,
She does not know. You will explain.
Then you meet the person.
You will
This is a
explain
new
that you are
thing.
sleeping
Please
there.
Please give me the person's number.
What's their mommy's number? My mom will ask you for their mommy number, their daddy number. What do they do?
As in, at my
Research.
big age. At
You
my
will
big
give
age.
proper report. Now people just wake up and text. As in the house you are living in, you send a text your mommy, "I'm not coming home again." You don't mean it. You can't be serious. Oh
Okay,
wow.
so I think
So for me, it's like just it's because you touched on it, and I was like, that makes so much sense. In that we need to find the balance with safety net, the financial aspect. Because let's be honest, every aspect of safety net, it still boils down to money. Even me using people
that
as safety net.
was exactly, at the beginning, in the beginning, Mama had said, sort of talked about safety nets. I know trying not to use the word side dude or side side chick, but she had
side people.
And I know I was like, I'd not heard about it before because you used the word safety nets,
Right. But in another regard.
and I just think it's very, I think it's very dishonest, very, what's the word?
Okay. Koforola is getting into her Koforola.
No, please.
Talk, preach,
It's
sister.
very,
what's
if you
that?
are, I don't like,
You don't want
I'm
to use
Xing.
Okay.
If you are in a relationship with someone and you have someone else as your safety net, and truly we have friends like that, I'll tell you, even when you're in talking stage, I find people find it difficult when I tell them that as in this is as little as talking stage.
I can't
don't
do
know
two
how
talking
to talk
stage.
to multiple people at the same time. And guess why they are telling you to talk to multiple people? They'll say, oh, it's safety net. So if one doesn't work, there is someone else. And in my head, it doesn't.
I will not know when I'll call Bode Uche.
How do people do it? I feel like I'll even be gifted in compartmentalizing, but I don't want to put myself in that
I can't be
situation
gifted because I've tried it and I failed.
Yes,
I'll
they've been confessing.
I followed the word peer pressure and
to
I
me,
failed.
it's just I think again, I'll say at your big age, why? Let's do like if you're talking to one person, let's talk.
Pause. There's this thing we used to do in season 1. Shame on you. When Kofo doesn't want to use vulgar words or like birochi, she goes, shame on you. Like, no, really, shame on you. I'm like, what is that?
No, because
go ahead.
Because it's just, to me, I know people say, oh, now some people say, oh, they've been burnt in the past where they had one person. The truth is, if you know a talking stage is not going to move out of talking stage, more often than not, we know in the first few weeks. Well, most of the time we're only deceiving ourselves.
We like the talking.
I am part of it.
We like the talking, but you know it's not going anywhere.
You know. So in that case, when you see someone else that is coming that you think you fancy, look for how to tell the A that this talk that we're talking is not going anywhere. Wow. I would like to recuse myself at this point.
Recuse.
From our conversation. But because, like you said, people like the attention, my safety. I know people that you break up today.
They are dating this night. They break up in the morning.
That was even fun. You break up today, and 3 months time you're getting married. And every time that has happened, I always ask, how did it happen? I'm being foolish. I didn't know that was somebody's safe, because you can't tell me that
the person had been there in the background.
You bet somebody in 3 months. It happens to some people, but very often than not,
exactly.
It's the fact that other person was in the background. So it means that as you're dating,
you were also dating the other person.
Some of them may not be fully dating.
I'm sorry,
but they are pursuing them.
No,
in a
Kofo, I disagree. I don't think you can call it pursuing if you're marrying them a month after, because it means that you were giving, let's say, the same level of energy, commitment, drive. So we're having conversations. Maybe you call me this time, you now call the other person that time. It means you were going out with me, taking me on dates, and taking the other person out on dates. You were meeting the person's friends and meeting my friends.
And family.
And family self for you to marry, meaning people knew us together, just that you were doing it in a no label. It's situationship, which is really relationship without label.
Do you know the funny thing? I like that one. I swear. I
don't understand.
No. Let me now tell you the other one. I still prefer that one.
There's another one.
She's just a friend, though.
Hey, and your mother.
She's like a sister to me.
Madam.
It's like a brother. Even you are dating. You're like, this person, you're close.
Wait, what do you mean by sister to me? Like that's the label.
So,
they put the label, but sister to me.
No, mature. So you're dating somebody.
Okay.
And the thing is that most of the time you're intuitive. You can tell when almost
there's somebody
else in the picture.
Okay.
And sometimes you even know that somebody else, but your partner has represented to you that the other person is just a friend.
Okay.
Oh, is my longtime friend. Is just somebody I know. She's just somebody I know. Okay. And that's what they tell you. But in your head, you're like,
it doesn't
but my spirit doesn't sit well. But because you say trust your partner, you say okay, that's fine. And in 3 months' time,
in 9 months' time, we will come visit you.
Oh, even chill. Some other time, they'll say they are true friends. You not fell into pregnancy. You not say, oh, because she fell pregnant.
I will need to excuse myself from this episode. What do you mean by fell into pregnancy? Shororoni, is it oil?
I don't know.
Is it water?
So, I
don't used to fall. Did they fall upon the bed? Kofo, don't get me started. There's some things you should not be saying.
I think for me, the most shocking thing I heard today in the beginning, when Boma said was that safety net in friendship.
Yes.
Like the fact that somebody will look at me now that I look rich
and say
you want to be my friend.
Yes,
because so that I'll be your safety net.
I was targeted.
Wait, let me laugh.
My love.
Like you see me finish, you not say Kofo has money. I want to be her friend so that she'll be safety net. Even me, I want you to be my safety net. This is me just telling you that retrace your step in case you're coming, because me self, I'm looking for who I will lie on. I'm looking for who I will press. But
really, it exists.
But you said you have.
Oh yes, I cannot my dear.
Oh, you're still not healed for it.
I've healed, though I just don't want to talk about it. So
you're shaking your leg. Yes.
I'm just shaking my leg for expression. It's better not to go there.
Okay, but you know, I think in all right, I don't think safety nets are bad. Well, if your father's money, by all means, it's your father's money. But
if it's your so it could be your father's money, it could be your husband's money, it could be your brother's money, because I also know people.
And your money, don't forget that your money,
my brothers.
Your money gives you safety net.
Yeah, I have a friend who has 4 brothers in front of her. Do you understand? And they are all, you know, when they say they, and it was a case of they gave birth to her, nobody was expecting her, so everybody is already older than her, and they were all doing my baby, she's their first child, you know, that kind of vibes. So she should not just cough like this. Everybody's already like, what do you need? What's your problem? So I don't blame her when we're having certain discussions and she honestly cannot relate, or it would seem like she's being spoiled, but truly her life does not understand what we're talking about.
They don't understand suffering.
They're like, yes,
it's repulsed. I
said there was a day we came back from service here, all of us are for me, hey, where will we live, what will we do? She already had everything sorted out for her.
Yeah, I want safety net.
I really desire it, Lord God.
As my father did not give me safety net.
I need it so much.
Let me say, I know people joke.
My safety net may be looking at me now.
Somebody asked on Twitter, someone tweeted the other day and said, oh, what's your get out of poverty plan? I mean, I wrote marriage. Everyone laughed me like, I don't marry up. That's my own get out of poverty plan. I'm not putting it out.
Like get out of jail free card.
That's my card. I'm not saying I'm a gold digger, but I still the gold I collect.
You don't dig for it.
I don't dig for it. It's on the floor. You know, I can be walking on the streets of gold, and I will not be picking the gold as I'm going.
High five, girl.
But you know, the funny thing is that for you to even in quotes be a gold digger, even like you said, you have to be, or not let me say gold digger, but for you to even attract certain kinds of
you have
gold,
to be the environment.
You have to be. So it has to be myself. I will not be, you know, out there.
You need to stop talking.
I'm just. I'm not saying.
Pardon, Kofo. She's going through a lot at the moment.
Don't want me to lie to them, I don't want to lie to you. I don't want to lie to you. You want me to lie to you? So you have hope. I don't want to lie. I can build with you, but we keep that.
Oh, this Kofo is saying mouth. At the core of your being, we know who you are. It's okay.
No, but okay to be a gold digger. It's not okay to be a gold digger. It's okay to be a gold digger.
It's not okay to be a gold digger.
No, I'm not saying gold digger like you want to just be a leech. But it's okay to aspire to a certain level of wealth and comfort. That's what I am. What's it called? That's what I'm defining as gold digging. It's okay to say that you want to be intentional about the person you want to have in your space. Let me explain, just so that if you don't go and say this babe. And in case there's somebody that is gay, I want to wait, relax. I'm nice. I can help you steward your wealth. Well, I have that talent. If you give me one talent, I will multiply it. But in this case, I will derail the topic. But let me explain this last point, so that one does not carry it and be hearing other things. When I say,
how do you know the person watched to this point? What if at that point you say, the person has switched off this video?
Oh, but time I've finished going. What I wanted to say is, when I said when I was explaining that you work, so in your heart of hearts that because of where you are, the family you are, and some people that in this life your paths can never cross. Like your paths will just never cross. The chances that you will meet a Dangote's child or another last child based on like your circumstance in life is slim, because you guys never go to the same primary school. You don't go to the same secondary school.
Life isn't always
like that. No. I'm not saying it's not possible.
Okay.
But the chances, that is why you see most people that are coming together.
So you're saying there's a possibility, but the chances based off of reality are slim.
So when I mean that doing your own well now, it's tomorrow now I work hard and I get into an Ivy League.
Okay.
Chances are that my classmates will be
automatically.
That's what I mean by.
Circle,
so when I say I'm digging
your
gold,
network, okay.
When I will go to the Ivy League too, I will not sleep.
So that's your version. So you're working your way to get to the level.
Oh yes,
networks. That means you're working. The point is you're not digging.
Is digging or work?
That's not digging.
Oh,
that's just working. Digging. Okojoko. I just harvesting ground, finding things inside. You know they work. You just sit down one place, they find. Just
Calculating.
Yes, this person go there. If it that wedding now, if I go, the best man go come know.
Do you know I don't think about things like that?
That is why I say, you allow them misunderstand you with this your mouth. She don't dig you. She say hard work. And she work hard about us for our networking life. That's how we do. So yes, I agree. For example, I was having a conversation with my dad, and I said to him, if I didn't go to Babcock, there are certain opportunities I would never have gotten. If I gone, never. And my life right now, the many opportunities I've gotten is because of the school I went. The kind of people. Yes, because meeting Yanu, having to stay in Lagos, getting a job, being able to now get, masters was the work I got was from somebody I met, in CA from masters. So again,
and this girl went to school, Babcock, Covenant.
I'll go drag your way.
Going to push school.
It's your ability to lose focus very minutely. So really, it matters. And I remember that one of the things that my dad had said was, that was one of his reasons for sending me to schools. It wasn't because it was convenient. It was because go there and go and meet people that have a head and tail and help your life.
When we were resuming Babcock, someone told us, I know my dad's friend tell his children, I know I sent you, I did not send you to school to go and be reading. Go and make friends. Go and make friends. Because I slave and I sent you to Babcock paying how many millions and thousands of naira.
That was going
to be really only first class.
I've been looking for people.
Do well. Don't repeat. I don't have money for episode, but go and mingle. Go and, go and make friends. Go and be with it.
Very important.
And that's what I'm saying, that even these parents are so intentional about creating that safety net for their kids.
Yes.
Even as little
secondary
as
school, primary school.
Your primary. So I know some people that they can afford to send their kids to
can't.
Corona.
They can't.
But then they pull their resources together, because they know that when they go for PTA, the caliber of parent they will see as PTA.
Because let's be honest, Kofo, your dad is not here any longer.
Mm-hmm.
My dad is a full-time pastor. He's not a wealthy man. He's comfortable. He will do what he needs to do for his family. But the truth is, the independence that we have, if I let's not like for the kind of money we spend sometimes on car blason, if our parents here, they will turn on.
This is the time where we off it so that
they will not
open my.
Yeah, because me too, I need to off so that they will not hear
in
me.
The gutter.
The other day, my mom came to Lagos. I was like, we'll just order a ride. So, mistake I made, I should have done transfer. I brought up cash to give the guy. When we entered, she was like, Mori, I don't cow. In English,
your mom.
My mom in her face. She, what? She had been thinking of it the whole time. She came to the palace. Ruto, money ma. I will translate. She said, Mori, I don't cow. She said, I saw you counting money. Say, she now said, is it coming tomorrow to carry us? Because in her mind, it's like this one trip that we went that you counted money in 1,000 and gave him. No, now it has to be that he's coming back
for the week or for the month. You paid him as your driver.
I just told him, oh yeah, mommy, it's a company. When we want to go out, they will send a driver. She said, okay.
Mommy will listen. I will send this personally to mommy so that she will see.
Please, I will not. She will not be seeing this episode. So really, that's what we're talking about. How we see life now. It's not how there's certain things that I wouldn't have spent money on some years back that I'll comfortably spend money on and I'll just carry my
phone. But my phone.
But they keep quiet. You said you did there.
But my dollar.
There was a year that I could not spend money. I said, amen, I collect it. I'm not even rejecting it. Call it forth, baby.
So I think we agree that
safety net is great.
It can be very great. It gives you like your possibilities are almost limitless.
In fact, it's needed. Let's be honest. So if you're going to live a life of comfort and ease, you have to have fallback. If not, you walk till the day you die. You have to have that fallback of food. If you don't have it, you walk till you die. The idea of retirement, is it not safety net? That
your pension.
There's something to fall back to.
Actually.
And live life on that in a very comfortable way that it doesn't feel like you're running helter-skelter at the night time of your life, which is like at your old age.
Did you just translate like that Yoruba to English?
That's it.
Please, bye guys.
Are you stressed?
Like
in conclusion, guys, safety nets are very great. Get to the point where you're financially comfortable and you have financial plans towards having safety nets. Now, if you want to have safety nets in marriage, in relationships, it's great, but do it the right way. Don't do it for selfish reasons. Do it in a way that you're putting yourself in a position to attract. Because again, when you add value, automatically those kind of people, like my mom would say, the rich spend on the rich. whether you like it or not. Rich men will go and spend to buy painting $10 million that they don't need just because it's an environment of rich people sitting together at an auction. So imagine you in that kind of environment, liaising with those people where they feel like you offer them value. Money is the least thing that they will give you. Why? Money is already something that they have as an easy commodity. But for you, it's a need. It's something you need.
This
So
lady is
offer value at its peak such that money begins to answer or be attracted.
like my
to
name,
you.
Kofo Rola.
Do you understand? So yeah, that's it for me. And for those of you who are doing it, which is why most people struggle with safety nets. When you're doing it from a place to use people,
okay,
what you get is peanuts. Because I want to be this person's friend because of what they have. I like the kind of life that they live. You don't know the person's inside story. What you see is what is outside. You don't know what the person is inside. Like Kofo has said, you are looking at that like this way. Kofo billions. You don't know that the guy is just using as just say, Father, I thank you for daily bread. Tomorrow I expect my daily bread. You are there. You don't know it's manna. The Lord is using manna to rob our lives. Anyways, and that's that from Flow with KB on this episode. We hope that you go out there and have great safety nets for yourself. I'm robbing you.
my safety net.
Hey, my safety net. Did you rob me?
I don't know. You just